Let's start by adding the glass material. I will use the same method as before and use the preset. Next, let's override the materials. We have to exclude the glass. We'll be using HDRI lighting here also. But again, let's start with Corona Sun and Sky first to see what the default lights look like. Add the sun. I will try to find the best position and then, based on that, adjust an HDRI map. I like that we have a really cool light and shadow on the wall with the wash basins. Let's copy the view to the max window. Then, clear the sun and sky. As I said before, we'll be using an HDRI setup. Here is the map from HDR Maps we'll be using in this tutorial. You can find this texture in your working files. Open the material editor, add the Corona bitmap, and locate your map. Next, plug it into the environment slot. Here you can see that these areas are super overexposed, but it is just a preview. If you render it, you can see that we have all the information. And if we lower the exposure, we can see even more details. Now let's find the best angle for the HDRI map. Here, around 170 degrees, we have very similar lighting. We have to adjust the exposure. Add Corona Color Correct map and replace the map in the environment slot. Adjust the exposure. A value 4 works for me. Next, let's adjust the gamma settings. As you remember, the lower values will result in very harsh lighting. The sun is very strong compared to the sky. On the other hand, the higher gamma results in a softer image. I will start with a value of 1.5 and adjust the exposure. Now it's a bit too soft as we can't even see the sun. So I will lower it to 1.2 and then just the exposure. Maybe even lower. Nice, I like that. Add the curtain from Evermotion, as it may affect the light a bit. We have to exclude it from material override. Looking good. I will add the light above the curtain. Let's change the type to a rectangle and adjust the size and position. Before I set up the light mix, I will add 2 more lights behind the mirrors. Make an instance. Now we can set up the light mix. Use the instance light options. I will rename the elements so it's easier to locate them later in the light mix. Let's see how it looks rendered. I will turn off all the lights except the light above the curtain for now. Adjust the settings. I will make it more directional, so it will be more focused and less spread out. I will also make it way warmer and adjust the intensity a bit. Looks good. Next, let's position the mirror lights in the correct place and adjust the size. Great! Next, let's adjust the intensity and the color. Awesome! Here you can also see that we have this green tint from the grass, a similar issue as we did in the kitchen image. So let's use the same fix. I will open the HDRI in Photoshop, add a gray color to the bottom part of the image, and save it. Now you can see that the issue is instantly gone.